This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
To be a colleague of Donald Trump, I'm not talking about your regular Republican voters here, but to be a politician in the Republican Party, you have to debase yourself. You have to be dignity-free. You have to be resistant to humiliation, or at least ignore that it's happening. And that is the case with just about everybody who ends up endorsing Donald Trump. Vivek Ramaswamy bending the knee, which was probably the plan all along, and endorsing Donald Trump, and then dropping out and immediately showing up to rep for Donald Trump. But a peculiar case is the case of Ted Cruz, who ran against Donald Trump. Look, we know Ted Cruz to be a spineless sycophant, just a disgusting, ass-kissing, brown-nosing, just worthless garbage person. Zero ethos about him. Zero ideology that he adheres to. Not even loyalty to his family, to his father, to his wife, who Donald Trump has radically denigrated. He's just the meme of him as a blobfish. It's pretty apt. It's pretty apt. He is just a spineless, just a self-aggrandizing, arrogant clod, Ted Cruz. And he recently, just yesterday, following Iowa, endorsed Donald Trump. He went on Hannity and did his number where he said, but he also, I'll show you this after the Hannity show. He tweeted this. I'll show you the tweet first. I am proud to endorse Donald J. Trump for president. Now is the time for us to unite to oust Joe Biden and save our country from the Democrats' destructive agenda. To help us win this fight, please make a donation right now to support me and President Trump as we work together to defeat Joe Biden and save America. Make a strong statement with your support. So when Ted Cruz is not trying to promote his podcast with every breath, he's trying to raise money for Donald Trump in the election in 2024. And he went on Hannity to announce this endorsement, and this is how it went.
Your thoughts about last night?
Well, Sean, it's great to be with you. Listen, last night was decisive. It was a dominating victory for Donald Trump. I got to say, there's no place like the Iowa caucuses. I know it intimately. The men and women of Iowa, they take their responsibility incredibly seriously. They scrutinize the candidates. It's an amazing process, and I'm a big believer in letting democracy play out. Well, last night it played out, and I got to say, Trump's victory was across the board. He won 51% of the vote. He won 98 of the counties. Congratulations to President Trump on that dominating victory. And at this point, I believe this race is over. So I am proud to endorse Donald Trump for president of the United States. I look forward to supporting him enthusiastically because I think it's time for the Republican Party to unite, for us to come together. We've got to beat Joe Biden. We've got to beat this disastrous cultural Marxist agenda in the White House. We've got to retake the United States Senate. We've got to hold the House. We got to come together and win. And with the results last night, the people have spoken. It's time to move onward to victory in November.
Look, this is something I do not understand. Loyalty to me is a paramount quality that I both believe in myself to be important, but also I hold others to in my life. Loyalty above almost anything else, because it encompasses so many things. If you're disloyal to someone, if you cheat someone, that's not loyalty. If you lie to someone, that's not loyalty. Loyalty to me is just, it really is, it's a catch-all. So I don't understand not being loyal to the family, to your wife, to your father, who Donald Trump said had something to do with Kennedy's assassination. Ted Cruz in 2016, CNN just put this there's a longer one out there online, but here's a brief one just from yesterday that CNN, to remind everyone the things that Ted Cruz either lied about believing or he's lying now about what he believes about Donald Trump, because the two things cannot coexist. Watch Ted Cruz in 2016 about what he thought about this man he just endorsed.
I don't get angry often. But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone. I'm going to tell you what I really think of Donald Trump. This man is a pathological liar. He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth. Donald does seem to have an issue with women. Donald doesn't like strong women. Strong women scare Donald.
What a difference a couple years makes, huh? Maybe a beard, too. Back with my pants.
The fake earnestness really grates on me. Look, you got a choice, Texas. I mean, this was going to be mainly about Donald Trump, but you got a choice, Texas. You can get rid of Ted Cruz. I mean, there was another part of... I'll play this. There was another part of this interview toward the end of the interview with Ted Cruz on Hannity's show where Hannity, proudly, I guess, comes out and says, you know, maybe next to Donald Trump, you're the second most hated man in politics. As though this is, well, I think Ted Cruz does say it's a badge of honor when the reason you're hated is because you are spineless, you are feckless, you are bereft of ideology or dignity. You're a brown-nosing, boot-licking lapdog for Donald Trump. You've bent the knee. You would do anything for Donald. He could say anything and do anything to you, and you will still just be there for it. Just, I love it. Watch this, where he's the second hatest man in politics.
I don't know why, but every time you run for re-election, you are maybe the second most hated man behind Donald Trump in politics. They're gunning for you big time, politically speaking.
Well, listen, I wear that as a badge of honor, but you're right. If you are a left-wing Democrat, after Donald Trump, there's nobody in the country you want to beat more than me. And Chuck Schumer's made clear I am his number one target in the country. The Democrats are going to spend $100 million this year trying to beat me and trying to flip Texas blue. Now, that ain't going to happen. I got to say, last time I went on your show, the incredible viewers of Hannity, I encourage folks, go to tedcruz.org, tedcruz.org, tedcruz.org. Thousands of people went to tedcruz.org. They made contributions online. It is powerful because we're going to defend Texas, we're going to defend the country, and we are going to win the White House and send Joe Biden to Green Acres retirement home.
And again with the fundraising pitch. Dignity-free performances from these schools. What do you think about this? If you live in Texas, you got a choice. You have a choice like any other day, like any other election, but this one is a little bit more impactful. General election, Ted Cruz, Donald Trump. I'd love to know. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. I really would love to hear from you on this. If you would like to support my work, I would encourage you to do so. I would ask that you consider it. Click the join button below. For as little as $1.99 a month, you can help support and produce these videos, this message, this operation. You can hit the super thanks button. You can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Both of those, all those ways are great to support this work. But make sure overall that you are subscribed, that you like and you comment and you engage with the content so YouTube gets the message that, hey, people like this. We're going to recommend this to new viewers. I would appreciate it very much. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky. All of them. If it's social media, I'm likely there at Dollemore. If you're there, I'd love to see you. And I will see you next time. Don't be like Ted Cruz. Please be genuine. That's what it's all about. Be genuine and take care of one another.